I pray this message finds who it's meant to find, because I know it's going to find the right people. As per my last video, I wanted to make a little bit of a shorter video on this because I'm getting this message and it's coming through in a way that's like, I need to say one more thing on it. I'm picking up the word breakthrough. And if that's resonating with you, you're going to want to go watch the last video that I just posted. But I'm getting this word breakthrough, and it's for a collective of people who are breaking through this matrix of fear and scarcity and limitation. And I just wanted to make this very short video on this message because Spirit was like, that was perfect, and let's make a shorter one for people who aren't going to watch the last video, because we know that there's people who are not going to watch the last video. Whoever's watching this, it's like you've been having tidbits. You've been having like little hits of information. You've been having little imaginative moments. You've been having little insights. You've been having callings from inside of your spirit, inside of your soul, that you know more is possible for you. And for some of you, it's that you know more is possible for you in your relationships, meaning there are certain patterns that you've experienced in your relationships that are not serving you anymore. There are certain patterns in your relationships where you feel like you're constantly projecting onto your partner, or you're constantly looking to get something from your partner, or you're constantly like in some kind of pattern with your partner or ex-partners. I'm getting for some of you, it's ex-partners, meaning you just recently ended a relationship, or you've been out of one for a while, but you still think about that person often and think about the dynamics that were playing out. I'm picking up very strongly that for those of you who are having these breakthrough moments, these kind of moments where you're getting like hits from Spirit in this department of relationship, for some of you, it's in your career. We're going to all tie this back together. For some of you, it's in your career and in your soul work. It's like you're getting hits of information. You're getting hits of there being something more possible. You're getting small moments where it becomes very clear that there's another direction that you're meant to go in, that there's something bigger and something that you're more enthusiastic about, something that inspires you and encourages you and allows this level of freedom that you haven't experienced yet before in your job. And I'm getting bogged down, the word bogged down. So for some of you, your career may bog you down. You might feel a little bit depressed. Some of you may feel very depressed. Like your energy in your career is not expressed in the fullest way that it could be expressed. Like you're not utilizing your full potential. You're just kind of doing it because you've been told that you have to work a job, and that you're kind of stuck in a reality where you have to pay your bills. And that makes sense. You know, we're in this larger structural system. So I'm not saying quit your job. I'm not saying end your relationship, right? If you're experiencing this in your relationships, these are the two biggest areas, relationships and career. And for those of you who are watching this video who are resonating with this so far, I'm hearing it's because you're correct. It's because you're correct, but you're correct in a way that you don't fully understand, and you're correct in a way that you might not fully understand right now. I'm hearing hindsight. So for some of you, you're realizing in hindsight the ways that things played out and the role that you played in it. And for others of you, I'm hearing that in hindsight, meaning soon or within the next year, you are going to look back at this time and you're going to realize things in hindsight. They say hindsight 20/20 vision, right? It's like when we're looking back at something at the past from a different perspective, we're able to see more clearly the role that we played in it, the way that things kind of were perpetuated or playing out, and the experience that we were having in it. It's like you realize more clearly who you were and your direct experience in that thing. For this collective that I'm picking up on, I'm hearing that you are correct, and you're correct in a way that you don't fully understand yet, because you're meant to walk this journey of breaking through the limitations that have been placed on you, that have been conditioned and indoctrinated into you. And because your spirit knows that there is something more important for you to be doing in this life. So for those of you who are having these breakthrough moments, I'm hearing your spirit knows what it is that you're here to do, what it is that you're meant to be doing. And again, I'm not saying break up with the person. I'm not saying end the career. I'm not saying end your job, right? This is because there's a third option that you have not yet seen because your perspective has been limited. And what's happening here is you're breaking through in your perspective. Your perspective is currently expanding. And I'm hearing that this is perfect and that it's unfolding perfectly. And so what is being asked and required of you right now is that you surrender just 3% more to this experience of your perspective being expanded. Surrender 3% more into your perspective being expanded into the third possibility that you have either become aware of in these little hits from spirit, from your inner soul, from spirit inside of you. You've been getting these little hints and hints. Like you've been having glimmers and moments. It's where like you feel that expansive version of you. You feel that expansiveness. You feel that third option. It's like, oh yeah, that is possible. There is another way. There's another direction that's calling me. There's this hit from inside of me to go in this direction that doesn't totally make sense. And that I feel a little bit like, are you sure? But it's like, yes, it's like you are meant to be trusting that direction. And for those of you who are experiencing this in relationship where you're stuck in a certain pattern and you're projecting onto your partner in some way, or you're experiencing that there's some kind of dissatisfaction inside of you, right? Inside of you in your relationship. This isn't going to be for everyone, so I need you to use your discernment when you're listening to this video, and when you're watching all of my videos, I want you to use your intuitive discernment, right? If you're still here, then it's probably for you. But if what I'm about to say doesn't resonate with you or isn't for you, I want you to use your discernment with your experience, okay? Because this is not going to be for everyone. For those of you who project onto your partner in a way where you're constantly looking for more from your partner, you're constantly needing something from your partner that you're not getting, I'm getting it's because your soul is asking you to go in a new direction, and that doesn't mean break up with your partner. Your partner, for many of you, probably is the right one. And I'm not saying this if you're in some kind of circumstance where your partner is treating you badly, right? Or there is some work, that needs to be done that is being projected onto you from your partner. That's not what I'm saying. And again, use your discernment, and your intuition if this is for you or not. For those of you who are projecting, constantly needing something from your partner, I'm getting that it's because you're meant to go in a new direction in this relationship. For some of you, it'll be out of this relationship, but in this relationship, because your soul is asking for you to live your potential. Your soul is calling you into more for your own experience. There's a certain experience of being enough, of feeling that you are enough, of getting this inner experience of worthiness, of validation, of acceptance, of enoughness, of safety, of expression in your own body, in your own nervous system, in your own heart, in your own experience that is going to guide you in the direction that your soul is calling you towards, that following the direction your soul is guiding you towards, that is your potential. This is what will bring you the fulfillment that you're seeking from your partner. Excuse me. And for those of you who are experiencing this in your career where you're getting these hits, these insights, these moments of clarity. I'm hearing moment of clarity by Future. So that's for someone here. These hits that that there's more possible for you. There's a direction that you have not yet considered in your career, in your soul work in the world, and what you're here to create. It's because there is a third option. It doesn't have to be this or that. For those of you who this is meant for, this message, this breaking through of your perception is here to show you that there is a third option that you have not yet become aware of. It's not a this or that. It's not a this or that experience. You're here to break through the matrix of fear that tells you that this is a limited universe and that more is not possible. More is possible. There is a third direction. There's a third option. And I'm hearing trust. So you need to trust this process of becoming. You need to trust this process of your perspective expanding. I'm hearing take a break. Take a break from people, places, and things. Take a break from people, places, and things that drain your energy, that make your spirit feel less alive. I'm hearing turn your phone off for some of you. Trust this process of breakthrough and expansion because it's leading you in the direction that you're meant to go. And again, this is not going to be for everyone, but I do pray that this message finds exactly the people who it is meant to find in perfect divine timing, whether it be now. This is a timeless reading. This is a timeless message from Spirit. Through me. And if you're here, just thank you so much for being here on earth at this time, doing the work that you're here to do, because you're here to create something different that has never existed before. And again, don't quit your job. Don't feel like you need to all of a sudden get out of the circumstances that you're in. The breakthrough in perception is coming from the revelation that you are here to be the frequency shift inside of you. Law of attraction, law of manifestation, law of divine order, cause and effect. The way that you shift your internal frequency and vibration, the way you shift your internal nervous system state, the way that you shift your internal self-talk, self-belief, identity, breakthrough and identity. All of these things, your unconscious mind, your body, which represents your unconscious, it represents your identity. So when you heal and transform and reclaim your power to create your identity rather than being a victim to the circumstances that you have been in already or the experiences that you have had already, that is when you become a creator of your reality, and that is when you will have the next breakthrough. But for most of you who are watching this video, I'm hearing that you've already had the breakthrough, and the breakthrough is happening now. So you need to trust this process of becoming. You need to trust this process of healing, of transforming, of liberating your life force energy, of liberating your true self, your expansive self that is not who you think you are. It is the bigger self that exists behind that. That is always there, that is unadulterated, that is never leaving, that is divine, that is perfect. And realizing that that unconditional love, that is spirit, that is your true self, loves every other part of you and wants you to feel like you are enough. Wants you to feel that inherent worth and belonging in your nervous system, in your body, in your conscious thought, in your subconscious, in every day. And that feeling of being enough without the external circumstance changing is how you will attract and manifest and thrive and become. Thrive was for someone. Become. Be. And create what you're here to create and go in the direction that you're here to go in that will bring you that experience of fulfillment in your relationship, of fulfillment in prosperity, of fulfillment in your career, of fulfillment in the direction that you're here to go to, the legacy that you are here to leave in this lifetime. That is bigger than you can even understand. The miracle that is your true self, the prophecy of your spirit in this lifetime is bigger than you can truly understand. And I pray that this finds everyone that it's meant to find. I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you next time.